All right, first and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahakodash. Double honors to our apostle and elder GMS who rule well, teach well, being a great example to us younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there that's pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Shai. And what I want to get into today, a brother had requested, a lesson, going into the sage, which is, the different smudge sticks, that we burn, and just, kind of go into it, the knowledge of it, and just, getting more in tune with the earth, man, because as this world, is scratching and clawing to try to get this synthetic, oppressive, all right, death system, this beast system back up and running, as men of the Lord, as believers in Yahweh by Shema Shai, we should take this opportunity to get more in tune with the earth, man. Because what these people are now just trying to start doing, we've been doing, and now we on a whole nother wave, man. And we see, when you really, just appreciate creation, the more knowledge you get, about the creation of the earth and the things that come forth from the earth, the more you appreciate Yahweh Bashim Shai, the creator, of all things, man. So we just gonna, touch on a few things, not gonna be too long, just wanna, give a brief rundown of a few things, as we, some people have a lot more free time now, and, being idle, can be, harmful, to your spiritual growth, so we have to make sure, that we're occupied in spiritual things, man, and the earth, is very spiritual, and it says, when you go into it, all right, it says smudge sticks, herb burning and uses. All right, now you have the white sage, and it goes into it. It says white sage isn't only a known antibacterial. This is a ceremonial plant. This ceremonial plant is used to remove negative energy and purify a space or place. Now, you see at the beginning, when it says not only known as an antibacterial, why these people, are running to go get the Lysol and bleach, and all these different products, which, they are antibacterial, but they got harmful, chemicals in them as well. Now, there's nothing wrong, if you got Lysol and bleach, just, use it, with safety, and it's good to have certain things on deck, peroxide and, different things, witch hazel, for cuts or whatever, but just to show you that the Lord has everything that Esau, comes up with in his lab, there's a version of it, that's pure, and that comes from the earth and doesn't need any additives to it, man. You see, what we be seeing with Esau, he tries to take the Lord's creation and add to it, and makes it as if he's enhancing it, man. And not to get off topic, but that's what he wants to do with that chip, man. He wants to put that chip in you. He wants to put his nanobots in you and tries to make it seem like he's finna enhance, all right, what already is, man. The human body, the human brain. That's the mindset of Esau. But a lot of these things that Esau has that he takes from the earth, and he adds his chemicals to it, they become harmful. They have a harmful side effect with it. But see, with the Lord, all these things are pure, man. Because you can't just breathe in a lot of Lysol or a lot of Clorox bleach, man. But you can breathe in this sage, man. Now it's also limited to that because it's smoke. So make sure that when you do burn, that you have some air circulation. A window up. When you get to a certain point, depending on your room size. All right, and it says going to the Yerba Santa. I said it said Yerba Santa. This strong earthy scented herb is used for both purification process and renewal. It's also been used to help uplift the mood, because the energy that Esau Edom has in the earth, man, is a very negative, warlike energy that's in the earth, man. That's why everyone, is on edge. He has a very negative vibration. He sprays chemtrails, man. You know, you can't even really smell outside anymore. One thing I noticed, since I been smudging, especially a lot lately, burning these white sage and yerba santas and cedars and different things and palo santo. When I come from outside, and come into the house, it's a whole different atmosphere, man. It's a whole different vibration, man. You know, and it's all through the power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Because another note, you have people that are into these things. Hell, got witches, that are into these things, because when, a lot of places are open, you will go to these different herbal stores and, incense stores, and it be mostly, witches, because they use different things on the left hand side, or you just have people that really don't know what's going on, just heard about it, and they use, the sage or different things as well. But see, we know who to give the glory to. We know where these things come from. We know, all right, that Yahweh Bashim Al Shai made these things for our benefit, man. You see, we know exactly, all right, who created these things. They do it for a trend, or they do it on the left hand side, but they really don't have no true connection. You see, we have that connection, man. So when we use these things, it's for our benefit, man. And it says cedar. All right, we go to cedar. It says cedar is a very slow burning and perfect for full smudge rituals as well. Traditional cedar has been used simply for renewal and protection and grounding. So as you see, these things have all their uses and benefits. Each one. And like I say, it benefits, especially the spiritual, man. Us that have been enlightened on the right hand side, these things do benefit us, man. Not saying that these things are necessary for your salvation, but just, tapping into the earth, man. For people, for the believers that want to do that, man. I say some brothers into it more than others, however it may be. But if your spirit is into these things, these are great things from the earth, man. All right, so you have your black sage. It said black sage is used for aromatherapy, aromatherapy scent to help encourage dreams and visions and increase positive energies in your home. Which hey, all those things are good, are good, man. That positive energy, vivid dreams, especially in the times we in. There have been a lot of visions going forth, but at the end of the day, I'm saying that you have to have this to have a vision or a dream, but these things enhance those things, man. When Esdras, received a lot of his visions, where was he at, man? He was amongst those herbs, man. He was eating, different flowers, man. He was in tune with the earth, man. So this is a great time, just to get in tune with the earth, man. Have a knowledge of the earth, man. All right, rosemary, which they have rosemary smudges as well. It says scientific evidence suggests that rosemary does in fact stimulate the memory centers of the brain, as well as being a sweet, crisp, and woodsy scent. It will give your home an auto and uplifting scent, man. And it says the name it said Palo Santo. It said the name Palo Santo translates to holy wood, best when used for deep healing and cleansing energy. This wood also has a light citrus scent, which that Palo Santo is pretty sweet, when you burn it, but all these things have their uses, all these things, benefit, the body. It benefits your air, it cleanses your air, it's good for, mood enhancers, and all these different things, man. You see, when we was in the world, we smoking weed, popping pills, and all these different things, but the Lord has everything naturally in the earth, man. Esau, he takes these things, and he corrupts them, he defiles them, man. He makes it seem like it's convenient, work instantly, but these herbs, they require patience, man. And then when they do kick in, there's no side effects, man. As pertaining to Esau's, all his remedies that he has, man. You know, so let's go from there. Let's get a few precepts. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 9. It said, Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. You see, so the profit of the earth, all right, was for to benefit the people on the earth, man. You know, and Israel, the nation of Israel, was supposed to be, governed, all right, and ruling, all right, the earth, man, in righteousness, man, with the knowledge from Yahweh by Shemal Shai. You see, that's how the Lord intended it, man. You know, but we fail, but now we coming back to when we finna rise to glory, man. You know, so we're gonna go back, all right, to where people are benefiting, off the earth, with Israel being over, man, the nation of Israel under Yahushua sitting on the throne of David, all right, these heathens in subjection, because after their rigorous captivity, these nations will, receive an inheritance of land. They won't have, immortality. They won't, have the wisdom. They won't have the level of wisdom that we have. They won't have spiritual powers. They'll be nowhere near the level, of an Israelite, but they will, get to enjoy the benefits of a earth, of a righteous kingdom, man. The earth is going to yield forth its strength, man. That's the time, that we coming into, man. But we know that this system has to be completely taken out of the way, man. This system has to be burnt, man, to the ground, man. You see this infrastructure and this system, man. All right, this manner of life, man. All right, the ways of this world has to be completely destroyed, man. For the people to benefit off the earth, man. Beginning with the nation of Israel. All right, that's why the matter of fact, let's just go to the blessing, man. You see, let's go to Genesis 27. All right, and 27 and 27 and 28. Now this is Isaac blessing Jacob. All right, it said, therefore the Most High give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of wine and corn, man. See that fatness of the earth, man. That's these resources, man. Plenty of corn and wine, because you read that, and then if you have a westernized black culture, all right, a street culture mindset, this look like, what the hell I'm gonna do with some corn and wine, man? You would rather have a Lamborghini in the bottom of it, but see, our people don't understand that everything comes from the earth, man. That bottle of Moet, all right, it came from the earth, man. You just got the finished product, man. Even that a Lamborghini, all right, the material to make that car came from the earth, man. We're gonna own the source of these things, man. You see, we're gonna be over that, man. We're gonna receive, all right, the abundance of the earth, man. You see, that's what we coming into as a nation of people, man. That's part of the blessing as we read, man. And let me see what fatness. See what it says when you go into fatness. All right, and it says fatness, fat piece. What's the Hebrew word? Mashaman. All right, and it says fatness, fat piece, fertile place, richly prepared food. All right, stout, vigorous. All right, we gonna receive. All right, the fertilest places on the earth, man. The earth gonna give forth its screen. The earth gonna be fertile, man. The things that brothers are into now, we're gonna have these things in abundance, man. Brothers like the different resins. Like I say, brothers like the different sages and smudge sticks and Palo Santos and brothers just into the earth, the stones, the precious stones, because all those come forth from the earth, man. They are formed in the earth, and we're gonna receive all these things, man. In abundance, man. That's part of the blessing, And it says, back in Genesis 27:28, and it says, therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and thy mother's son shall bow down to thee. So that's these nations in servitude, man. Because when we receive, all right, the earth, the inheritance of the earth, you know, uh, we're gonna need people, all right, to work it, man. You know, we're not going to be mining for these precious stones. We're not going to be, collecting these different resins and planting these trees and, being husbandmen in the vineyards, man. You know, we're not going to be doing those things, man. These other nations going to be doing it, man. You see? That's going to be their duty, man. We're going to receive the benefits of all these things, man. And like I say, after 1,000 years, all right, these nations in rigorous captivity, every nation except Esau, Edom, which is going to be completely done away with because he's a destroyer of the earth, man. That's why the Lord say he's going to destroy him that destroyed the earth, man. Esau, Edom, he going to be out of there, all right. But these other nations will get to enjoy an inheritance, and the benefits of a righteous kingdom and the earth that's yielding forth its strength, man. We're gonna go back to where we in sync with the earth, man. Right now, the earth is out of sync with this system, man. This current beast system, man. Hey, everything that this devil technology, which a lot of people worship, is killing the earth, man. You see? His Wi-Fi, his automobiles, his boats, his fighter jets, jet fuel leaking all into the oceans, and hey, everything that this devil has set up, man, is defiling and destroying the earth, man. That's why he has to be taken out of the way, man. So let's go from there. This is Sirach 43. And 29, it said, the Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. When ye magnify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for you can never go far enough, man. So we can never praise the Lord enough, for his goodness and his power, and his glory, man. We can never praise him enough, what we can say, well, we done did enough praising, because the Lord, his power is so, unmeasurable, it's so, exceedingly great, beyond comprehension, that he can never receive enough praise, man. And it says, who have seen him that he might tell us, and who can magnify him as he is, man. Who can sum up the Most High, like someone, like they saying in the world, like, yeah, I got your number, I got him figured out, I know what you about. You can't say that about Yahweh Shema Shah in its totality, man. You can't sum him up, man. He's unmeasurable, man. And it says, and this the point. And it said, there are yet greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works, man. See, we only seen a few of the works of the Most High, man. You see, there are so much more greater things to see, on this earth, and the other inhabitable planets that the Lord has for his people, man. You see? Hey, we gonna really live in the kingdom, man. That's why you should be praying that this place falls, man. All right, we haven't got to experience the earth in its fullness, man. We haven't got that, man. We only get a piece of it, man. What the Lord allows us, like I say, brothers, into the stones and the incense, the resins, the sages, the oils, into the herbs, the medicines, into these different things, but we gonna have it in abundance that we can't even fathom, man. And it's gonna be in this purity, and it's gonna be in this full strength, man. Because right now everything is defiled, everything, all right, really is in the low grade. We try to get the best of the worst, but there's so many things that the Lord is gonna open us up to, man, in this world to come, man. That's why I said the scripture talk about a new heaven, a new rulership, and a new earth, man. All right, it's gonna be completely different, man. Completely different than what we see and the way we operate now, man. Verse 33, it said, for the Lord have made all things, and to the godly hath he given wisdom, man, so he have given the godly wisdom of certain things, man, because if you dedicate, to certain things, the Lord start opening you up and giving you that wisdom to it, man, whatever you into, concerning the earth, the Lord will open you up, the more you delve into it and give you wisdom of these things, man, their uses, their benefits, all these different things, man. And he gave that wisdom to the God, man. And that's one of the things, that I can't wait to get back, is the wisdom, of the earth for how everything works, man. The benefits of everything, man. Not having to Google it. It's all gonna be within us, man. And we're gonna be constantly learning of the earth, man. Always learning of the earth, man. You know, and that's one of the things that we have to look forward to, man. That's part of that blessing, is also this wisdom of all these things, man. And that's what we coming back to. All right. So the Lord, he shows his glory within his creation, man. See, people worship, the creation, man. That's what people go off at, man. You know, they worship the creation, man. But see, we worship the creator of these things, man. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, which created all these things through his son, Yahweh Shai. You see? So we know everything, all right, was made through Yahweh Shai. So in knowing it, we give praise to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for these things and their benefits, man. We worship the creator, not the creation, man. And the Lord shows his wisdom and his glory within his creation, man. All right, so what you have here is white sage. I got this from Etsy. You can get it for I think like $20 for like 10 sticks, which is pretty good. I've been trying to buy these things in bulk lately, but yeah, it's the white sage, 20 sticks up, 10 sticks up for $20. So you're looking at $2 a piece, which is a pretty good deal, And then also, if you have a Whole Food in your area, this is a pretty good brand here. It's supposed to be made, by Gad, but with this one, you have a mixture of mountain sage, white sage, and the yerba santa, Also, this one is pretty good. It's a blend of all three in each stick of cedar, sage, and lavender. Lavender is a good, sleep aid. That's something you'll probably burn, later on towards the night, and also what I've been burning on lately, you have the yerba santa and sage mix, which is pretty good, mix. You say it was a pretty big stick. I've been burning on this one for some days now. I say you ain't gotta even burn every day. Every other day, every 2-3 days, however you want to do it. According to your house space and how you want it to be. But yeah, the yerba santa and sage mixture. I say you can get all these things mostly from Etsy. You can get some good authentic bundles, some smudge sticks from Etsy. You might say going to white sage, it's native, it's a plant, that's native, to really, Southern California and Mexico. You have your blue sage, which that grows mostly in the Midwest, like Missouri and those places there. You have the mountain sage and desert sage, which they grow mostly in the desert, called I think it's Sahava, in Southern California, close to Mexico, but most of them are native. Most of these plants are native to Southern California and Mexico, so like I say, this the time, try to get it bulk. This would be a good time, y'all got them stimulus checks, spend a little something, as if you into it, but this is what it is though, like I said, I just burn and chill, meditate, pray, during the fast, during reading, during listening to videos, so
it's what it is. I hope this was helpful. So Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabbat, to all the hopeful elect. All praise and the glory be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to Apostle Elders, the teaching rule, Shalom.